So I'm in my early 40s and I finally experienced what an anxiety attack feels like. And I was quite certain that I was having heart trouble. I thought I was having something in my stomach or my esophagus here. I thought maybe I had a blockage in my heart. I was sure that my heart was in trouble, that something was wrong with me, and I couldn't understand why. It really started when I was shoveling snow. So I thought, oh my goodness, I hurt my heart. This is in February, and I started to feel burning or hurting, a pressure. Really, it was a pressure. I was so confused by it, and I took Tums thinking maybe it was something with my esophagus. I took some baby aspirin. This is what they tell you to do, thin your blood a little bit, just out of precaution. And it would go away, it would come back, it would go away, it would come back. But then it came back to a degree where I was short of breath and I felt pins and needles in my head, my fingers, and I said, I'm in trouble, something's wrong. And it really got scary when I would drive and I would feel that. And I think, oh my God, like, what's happening to me? Am I gonna pass out as I'm driving? And it just spirals out of control. And I'm thinking, who am I right now? What's going on? Well, I'm getting married soon. And some members of my family had some health issues that they are recovered from, thank goodness. But people were telling me, you're having an anxiety attack. And I thought, I don't have anxiety attacks. That doesn't happen to me. When people have anxiety attacks, I'm assuming they're just stressed out and they just need to take a breath. But I didn't realize how serious this really was. I learned that I actually was having anxiety attacks. And a lot of it was in my subconscious because I would just think about it, think, without me really actively thinking about these issues. I would essentially black out behind my mind and just remember that all these things are happening and how do I hold on to it? And really, I should have been asking, how do I let it go and live in the present moment? How do I get out of my mind and live now? And I never really had to think about that before. I'm a pretty laid back guy. So what happened? I went to the doctor and I said, I have chest pressure. And they gave me like a little EKG thing and they said, well, your heart seems fine, but you should see your home care doctor and try to get a referral and see if there's more that we can't see. So I left urgent care and I did that. Went through the whole thing. They did blood work on me. They checked my heart again. Seems fine. I said, what? Well, they gave me something for my esophagus just to like lower, because I was getting like GERD, right? Like the gastro up and down sort of thing. I don't know what I'm saying, but it was that experience. And I was still feeling short of breath and right here kind of like a pressure. So one day it got so bad, I couldn't sleep. It was 2 days of me not sleeping. And I was exhausted, I was stressed out, and really I wasn't stressed out of anything else but being stressed out. My anxiety came from having anxiety. When is the next attack gonna come? Is it still my heart? Is there something they missed? I got a CAT scan, fine. So eventually after I reached a breaking point, I went to the urgent care again and they said, you're not calm and something is up and we want you to go to the hospital just to be sure that it's not the heart. It doesn't seem like it is, but you just need to know. And the EMTs came to urgent care, took me to the hospital, the whole 9 yards. I was shaking, wild, just not me. After being there for a few hours, x-rays, more blood work, heart's fine. I learned then I am literally suffering from anxiety. And I thought to myself, if it's anxiety, that's something I can handle. If it's not my health, that I can do something about my anxiety. And I started to watch some YouTube videos that were calm and compassionate about what anxiety is and how to handle it. And some worked, some really didn't. And I think that's normal. It works for some people, and some strategies don't work for other people. I learned that when I listen to um, Buddhists and to Taoists, for some reason, they have an affinity for letting go and for experiencing the eternal now, the moment now. And they help you get out of your mind a little bit. Also, being a Christian too, I pray, and I don't always pray. I'm a historian. I believe in history, but I also do believe that there is a higher power. And when you trust in the compassion and love of a higher power, even if it's the self somewhere deep inside, the soul that you cannot see, the universe is not there to hurt you. And you are sometimes your worst enemy. And things that do happen do not have to affect you. And what I learned is deep breathing like this, which doesn't always work in the moment, but sometimes holding it, what you're doing is just slowing yourself down. You can hold yourself like this, or sometimes you can go just let the shoulders drop. Just try to regulate your body first. And acknowledge that this is anxiety. It's nothing else. It's anxiety. Something you can control. Will you feel your fingers get tingly? Maybe. Is your head gonna get tingly? Maybe. You're not gonna pass out. It's not gonna happen. What's happening is blood is rushing to the organs to protect your organs, because your fight or flight sensation, whatever you want to call it, your body doesn't understand that you're not in danger, but you feel like you're in danger. So blood rushes away and tries to protect your organs. So that's the tingly feeling, and it goes away, okay? Goes away. I've driven to work, I've driven home, and I felt that, and I said, oh my God, do I have to pull over? I just open the window, get some air, breathe, calm, thinking, and distract yourself a little bit. You could play the name game. Think of A. I write books as well. I think of what are some characters that are in my books that start with the letter A? What are some characters that start with the letter B? That helped me. You know, it made me think of other things that the brain sort of has to now work to rationalize and reason and think. So there are days now where I can drive to work and I start to feel it. And I go, I know what this is, but just let me breathe a couple of times and it'll be fine. Sometimes when traffic slows down and it gets me upset, breathe. It's fine. I know what it is now. Not a big deal. You're going to get through it. It's about acknowledging what it is and flippantly saying it's going to go away. Just don't worry about it right now. There's other things you could worry about, but why do it? You know, a lot of things are on my mind, right? I want things to go perfect sometimes. I fear what happens if I miss something. I'm a writer. I write often. So I started writing it down. I started writing down things that are on my mind, not like a journal. Some people journal, but I'm just writing a list of things that are on my mind that I'm thinking about. And I just would check off things that are okay or done or things I should still do. But having them on paper was like, there it is. I don't have to keep it here or here anymore. There it is. And I can keep looking at it. And if something is done, great. But work towards things that you're a little concerned about, or if it's on your mind, call people, talk to them, see how they're doing. talk to people about your feelings sometimes, and talk to people who are going to be compassionate to you. Um, but also, what I learned is, I try to be a good person, and I've learned that the people around me actually cared about me, and they wanted to know about my well-being. They cared about the members of my family who were going through a tough time. All these experiences reminded me that I'm cared for, that I am loved. Um, and that's great. I'm very blessed that way. But what does that matter if I cannot care for and love myself? Sounds corny, but then again, it is kind of true. You've got to take care of yourself. I was on some anti-anxiety medication just to, balance me out a little bit. Take it in the morning and night. Do research enough to find out that it can cause insomnia. So I'm like, how am I supposed to function? My anxiety is going to spiral. So I did some more research, and I learned that, okay, I don't have to take it at night right now. Let me take it in the morning only. My sleep got better. I had to take ZzzQuil a couple of nights just to knock me out, to give me the confidence that I can sleep again. And for the past 2 nights, I haven't had to take it. It just happens. It's about the confidence in yourself that you are going to be okay, that everything will be okay. There will always be problems. Those problems can be solved. You're going to get through it because you've gotten through it before. You've gotten to this point. Gratitude helps a lot. Thinking about where you are and where you've come from and all the achievements you've made, and that the world is still going to spin with or without you. Okay? You do not have to prove yourself to the universe. You just have to be a part of it. You just have to be, exist. Do what you need to do for the day, whatever your responsibilities are. Do it with grace. Don't stress over it, even though things will be stressful. You have to manage your time. Manage time for yourself. What I've been doing recently that's been really rewarding, and I hear it all the time, to do nothing for a little bit, to meditate in a dark room. What does meditate mean? For me, 0. Shut the brain off. Let the brain just be. I sit in a nice dark room, right? Get comfortable. I put the timer on. I said, I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes and think of nothing. Just stare at blackness in my mind. And 5 minutes hit like that because I wasn't thinking of anything. Images came through and I was like, all right, just whatever. I'm going to keep thinking. Just always center yourself. Feel your feet on the ground so your body feels that you're grounded. Things like that. And I breathed in a nice rhythm. And then it was 5 minutes. And then I upped it to 6 minutes. Then I upped it to 7 minutes the next day. And the next day. And I found myself, I'm up to 10 now. Not like a huge thing. People do this for like 40 minutes sometimes. But for me, it's a new thing. And I feel like there are strategies that I'm using that are helping me calm. Be careful what you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you're not watching things that make you feel stressed out all the time. I'm a teacher. I have to know current events. I teach history. So I need to know a dose of it, but I don't have to saturate myself with all of it. I write. I love to write. I've written many books, and it's my escape. I love to do it. It's not work for me. Find something that you love to do as well. Incorporate it. And before you do things, take a deep breath. Remind yourself you're going to be fine. And just take your time. Take your time to enjoy the day if you can. And if there's going to be a lot of stressed out things happening, just treat it like a dance. You're going to get through it. It's going to be the next day. You're going to wake up the next day. It's not that serious in the end, because you shouldn't be too serious. You should be sincere, but being too serious, you're going to hold on too tight. And what's the point of that? You can't play a guitar if you're holding on too tight. You can't sing if your jaw's clenched. you can't dance if you're trembling, you need to shake it out and breathe and let your shoulders go down a little bit. And these are things that I learned, that anxiety is not something that you feel, it's something that happens to you. And you can do things to control it, figure it out. I've tried. When I couldn't sleep, someone said, oh, think of a word and, to distract your mind from stress. And then it's like ball. So then think of B, brazen, backyard, bed. Okay, that's all I can think of. Now A, apple, and that worked for some people. They fell asleep. For me, I just kept stressing over, well, what are other words? You'll see what works and what doesn't work. But just remember that this is not something that's wrong with you, because I don't think it's something that's wrong with me. It's just something that happened. And I was lucky to catch it early. And I still get stressed and I still feel it happening, and my breath, the heartbeats go a little quicker. But sometimes I'll check my heart and I'll be like, oh man, it feels okay. It's beating normally. It's just me again, stressing out just because. But exercise, walking is really good. If you can invest in like a little standing treadmill that you can throw under your bed, just walk. You can get outside and walk a little bit. That does kind of help. And some light exercise really helps. These are some things that I've learned. So I'm going to finish just by saying you're not alone. I'm a part of this community now. And we're all getting through it. We're all figuring it out. And I'm very grateful for people who've helped me and gave me some advice and some strategies. And I want to let you know, we're all, in the end, living on the same planet. And we're all dealing with a lot of stress and noise and pressure. And we don't have to do it to ourselves. The world is going to happen, things are going to happen, but you don't have to do it to yourself. You can find ways to get through it. You can do it, you'll figure it out. Just don't spiral. Don't feel claustrophobic in your own body. Just breathe, drink nice and cold water, do things you like, and take your time for yourself. And smile, laugh a little bit if you have to. It's gonna be okay. So I just wanted to make this video just to share some of my thoughts with you. And I hope maybe I helped a little bit. I really do, because I need people to help me sometimes. We all need help. And remember that the dance doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get every step right. Some people do because they're experts, but you don't have to. Just enjoy the dance. You might mess up a little bit, and that's part of the fun. Go with it, guys. Okay? Thanks for listening to my whole spiel, and I hope you guys have a great day, and that you take some time for yourself. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.